Hi guys, and welcome back to GTR 2 for round 4 of the 1993 British Touring Car Championship. Now, after our abysmal performance last time we finished 21st at Snetterton, we're back at Donington Park GP for the second visit of 4 this season, back at the lovely circuit in Leicestershire. It is sunny this time though, so no chance of any rain whatsoever. So we're hoping to get a nice finishing position. Speaking of positions, we had a bit of a surprise in qualifying. You will see soon enough, but I have no idea how I did the lap that I did, but it was, it was quite a nice confidence booster, especially for our little Toyota Carina team. So, yeah, without further ado, let's join Fury and Kazan as always for the starting lineup of round 4 here at Donington Park.
The 1993 Auto Trader RAC British Touring Car Championship returns to a sunny Donington Park. Some things don't change though. BMW Team Schnitzer lock out the front row in qualifying, with a scintillating 1 minute 37.6 lap from Joachim Winkelhock, putting him on pole ahead of teammate Steve Soper. Row 2's a story, defending champion Tim Harvey with his best qualifying of the season for Renault, and the best qualifying in a long time for an independent. Dan Bartlett's DB Motorsports Toyota. Could an independent potentially win? Row 3, Bobby Verdon Roper Toyota and the second Renault Avalet menu, with Row 4 James Case Toyota alongside the top Nissan Primera EGT, Win Percy. Next it's Will Hoy, who struggled all weekend with the Toyota but just about got in the top 10. Rounding out the top 10 is the top place Peugeot, Eugene O'Brien. Qualifying, however, didn't go to plan for the Dave Cook or Ekariakos Vauxhall Cavaliers. John Cleland could only manage 11th alongside Julian Bailey's Toyota, while Rob Gravitt's Peugeot just pipped Cleland's teammate Jeff Allen. Row 8, it's the first of the Ekariakos Vauxhall Cavaliers. Harry Nuttall alongside Kiev Odor in the second Nissan. Row 9, David Leslie finds himself with work to do to get his championship challenge back on track, and he's alongside Patrick Watt's Mazda. A Mazda note, Ian Cantwell blew an engine in practice and won't be running in the race. The 3 Ians, Flux, Ashley and Khan, are next up, and the grid is rounded off by the 4 BMW privateers, Ray Belm and Alex Portman's Team Dynamics cars, while Dave Pinkney in his BMW just out-qualifies the final Dynamics entry of Matthew Neal.
Awesome, thank you Fury as ever for the grid walk, and there is my little car, sat on row number 2 in 4th place. Basically all I did was draft one of the Schnitzer BMWs throughout qualifying, and it paid off massively. Very surprised. I think my team were surprised as well that we managed to get a 4th position in quali, but yeah, I hope, fingers crossed, that we can actually do the same performance during the race, but anything can happen. Everyone is starting on freezing cold tyres, so anything can happen within the first couple of laps. I'm going to take it steady to start with, just to get the feel and the rhythm going, and hopefully we should be on course for a nice handful of points. Again, I'm using the gear shifter like I did in qualifying. I'm not using the flappy paddles. So yeah, with that, let's see how we get on for round 4. So here we go then, stick it into first as the lights should come on shortly. And we get round 4 underway. And off we go. And a little bit bogged down at the start, unfortunately, a lot of wheel spin. But we're finally underway. Oh, into the side of Will Hoy, sorry about that. One of the other Toyota Carinas is past the Renault 19, I think that is Tim Harvey. Oh, and we're side by side going through the craners. And both of us go a little bit wide. I'm just going to take it steady for the first couple of laps just to make sure that the tyres get enough heat and we don't spear off the circuit, and then we should be able to go flat out ultimate attack or maximum attack and be able to pick off our positions that we've just lost. Go through the foggy S's, nicely done. Oh, he's taking a marker board with him. And he gets a little bit loose and goes into us, that's fine, we're still going. And now we have Cleland ahead. We've only lost a few positions, we're down into 10th. And we can get past one of the Nissan Primeras with relative ease, and that boosts us back into 8th position. Okay, so not all doom and gloom. In total we've only lost 4 positions at the start, but we're still in the top 10, so that is always well and good. I don't think we've actually gained much damage either from that little collision with Will Hoy. I'm taking a very unusual turn for that one. Nice and perfect down the gears. I think one of the Renaults went a little bit wide there, seen a little cloud of dust. At least one thing, it's not raining like it was last time. Last time for round 2 it was an utter deluge. But then it was in support of the European Grand Prix. That was held here in 1993 with Ayrton Senna winning in atrocious conditions. Okay, starting at lap number 3. Now I could go up into 6th gear as we go through the Craner curves, but I just want to keep it in 5th, because then we only have to downshift 1 into 4th as we go through the old hairpin. Oh, and we got a little bump up the rear then from Win Percy in the Primera. Just letting us know that he's there. Last thing I want to do through that chicane is do the old Tarquini almost roll with 2 wheels. If you haven't seen that, then do a YouTube search of Tarquini going through the Foggy S's. Okay, so we're still trailing Will Hoy, but we're gaining a little bit of time. We're 1.7 seconds, we were, as we were coming out of the last corner. Both the Renaults up ahead as well. And you can tell just from the speed differential from the independent cars to the manufacturer's cars how quick the cars behind actually do catch up. Oh, what is going on there with Will Hoy? I think he's just had a little bit of a bump and run with Tim Harvey up ahead. Alan Menu has got past him. So we're up into 7th. See if we can get another move. No, we can't. It's too far back. As we start lap 6, 12 to go. Oh, and that was a very unusual line for taking the old hairpin, no worries. We cannot let the Renaults beat us. They were awful cars, we cannot let them be ahead. And I say that and I forget my gear change. Come on, Harvey. Don't block. Oh, what is he doing? Oh, he's over. Tim Harvey rolls it on the chicane. Bloody hell. I thought he was taking an unusual line, and there you go. The Renault 19 has turned into a bobsleigh. It's just about as aerodynamic as one. So Tim Harvey is out of the race, and you will notice on the little map that car number 25 is still there. Obviously that means 25th position. His car will be stationary on the side of the track. He hasn't been retired into the pits. So the defending champion Tim Harvey goes for another tumble. Something that he done at Silverstone. Ooh. What the hell were you doing, whoever that was that just gave us a massive bump up the rear? Luckily for us, we were able to catch it up. I think that was my fault though, I did downshift into 3rd gear instead of 4th. Now we got Will Hoy to catch up with again. And that is John Cleland, right behind. There's old Tim Harvey. Now we're losing a bit of time on Will Hoy. Oh, and I just locked the front wheels there. Oh, sod it, just cut across. Clelland's gone past. We've got Harry Nuttall behind us. And his teammate David Leslie as well in the Vauxhall Cavaliers. That was my fault. I was just paying more attention to the rear view mirror than what was ahead. Just missed my braking point just ever so slightly. And you can definitely see now the power of the independent compared to the works teams, and I'm really messing this up. Oh, for God's sake, come on. Surely my tyres can't be going off this bloody early. And you can sod off as well, Win Percy. Now we're behind Eugene O'Brien in the Peugeot 405. Trying so hard to catch up to the guys in front. I think my tyres are just going off now. We're keeping up to him, it's just we're losing a lot of time going through the craners and then up through the other complex. At 13 of 18. 5 to go. No, you don't. So we got just a handful of laps to go to try and fight for a top 10 finish. We're in 12th currently. It's been quite an uneventful race. Only one retirement of Tim Harvey after he destroyed it going through the foggy S's. No, you don't. No, you don't. Come on. Oh, no, I'm just overthinking things and making mistakes. Come on. Lap 15 of 18. So much for my top 10. Oh well. With any luck, we're still leading the Independence race. We're second currently in the points championship, but we should be able to claw back a few points after this race. Oh, and we've got a lot of debris on the circuit, so something has definitely happened. And James Kay has retired from the race. So that moves us up into 13th place. And they're going very slow up ahead, so something's definitely happened. Ooh, we might actually get a top 10 yet. Can I dive up the inside of you? Thank you very much. That's up into 12th. Come on, little car, I believe in you. Come on, Patrick Watts. Get out of the way. Oh, so he was going in the pits. Okay, Julian Bailey is in the pits. And there's a drag race between me and Patrick Watts. Oh, he did tap our rear a little bit there. Okay, so we're coming up to the final lap. Last chance for us to get a top 10. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can actually knock Patrick Watts from 10th position. I'm not sure if it's going to happen now, though. No, not going to do it. But Jochen Winkelhock and Steve Soper come home first and second. So that's Jochen Winkelhock's second win in succession for the Schnitzer team. And it looks like we're going to come home with 11th. So, not too bad. We had a little bit of luck with the little incident which took out James Kay. It's not a 4th place finish, but it's a top 15, so I'm well happy with that. And there we go then, race is over. 11th position. I think that equals our best finishing position, which was at rank 1 at Silverstone. Hi guys, yeah. Carry on, go past. So yeah, all in all, not too bad. That should give us back the leads, hopefully, in the Privateers Championship, but we shall see when we get back to the pits. So I'll quickly drive round and I will see you for the final results as we join DanLi.
Hello and thank you Dan. After this exciting race we start with the results for the manufacturers. For the second time in a row we see BMW drivers at the top with Winkelhock at the podium and Soper following in the second place. Verdun Rowe finishes third with Menu and Cleland right behind. We see Leslie running off the top 6 after today's race. When it comes to the Privateer results, we see a great finish by Daniel Bartlett, who grabs 15 points for the podium finish. Ian Can follows in second and Ray Baum in third. David Pinkney once again in 4th with Alex Portman right behind him. Last race we've seen a great finish by Ian Ashley, but today we see him round off the top 6 at Donington Park. After a race today we see Steve Soper leading by 1 point over his teammate who has leapfrogged David Leslie to take 2nd place in manufacturer's standings. John Cleland in 4th and Alan Menu who has overtaken Alan for 1st place. In the privateer standings we see Bartlett and Ashley tied for the 1st place with 45 points. Just 10 points behind them is Ian Can. In 4th is Matthew Neal. In 5th we see David Pinkney who makes his appearance on the leaderboard with Alex Portman following in 6th running of the table. Now back to you, Dan.
And there we go, another race weekend has come to a close. Thank you very much to DanLi for the results. And we will see you in 2 weeks' time for the next round of the championship coming from Alton Park. That'll be on June the 3rd. So yeah, we pack up our things and we head off to the next race of the championship. So yeah, thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you next time for the next race in the 1993 British Touring Car Championship from Alton Park. Take care.